They flew me the son, the 18-year-old, to Crete, and I interrogated him. He didn't want to talk about his dad. But his outlet, he was willing to talk about his other uncles, the other two brothers. And the most important one was a Muhammad Ibrahim Omar al-Muslit. He's the brother we were most interested in. And he said, Muhammad Ibrahim has always had a driver. This driver lives in Tikrit. So I bring all my informants in. I say, go find this driver. December 1st, they come in and say, we found the driver. He lives in Tikrit. He's not hiding. He's not part of the insurgency. He's just a driver. He's completely innocent. He has nothing to hide. I said, okay, we need him. The informant said, well, his uncle is the head of security for the governor of Tikrit. I don't want to make it too confusing, but the United States goes into Iraq. We kick out Saddam's government, and we put our own government in. The governor of Tikrit is the only friend we had in the Sunni triangle, because every other Sunni hates us. And this governor is trying to stay alive. And the only person that keeps him alive is his head of security. So the man I want to arrest, uncle, is the head of security. So Bam Bam, my team leader, says, we can't arrest him. You have President Bush calling us. And I'm like, well, I've never spoken to the president. I really need to talk to this man. He goes, I can't do it. I can't arrest him. And I said, set up an interview. Have his uncle there. We'll do it at the mayor's mansion. The head of security be there. I said, I need to interrogate him. I need to interview him. If I can catch him in lies, and you know he's lying, I need you to arrest him. So on December 2nd, we set up that interview. Driver of Muhammad Ibrahim Omar al-Muslit comes in there. His uncle, the head of security, is sitting there, and the whole team of operators behind me. I conducted this interrogation. And within 45 minutes, I was able to capture him in 2 different lies. Bam Bam caught him. Bam Bam was tracking. Stands up and he tells the head of security, this man's coming with us. He freaks out. You'll hear from us. I'm going to tell the president. Donald Rumsfeld will find out about this. So we get in the car, the trucks, and we drive back to the house. And he said, all right, Eric, you got your driver. We got to finish this. I said, all right, great. Bam Bam, my team leader, says, we're not taking him to the prison. He's living with us until you find this Muhammad Ibrahim Omar al-Muslit. So I began my interrogations with Bassem Latif, this driver. Where's Muhammad Ibrahim? Where's Muhammad Ibrahim? I don't know. I know you know. He's running the insurgency. And this driver's kind of smirking at me. He's looking at me. I can tell he's evaluating me as much as I'm evaluating him. He's like, why do you want Muhammad Ibrahim? I said, because he's running the insurgency. The driver shakes his head and he says, no, he's not. I said, yes, he is. He's responsible for every attack that's happened in the Sunni triangle. He says, you really don't know what you're talking about, do you? And I was like, I didn't go all out of my way to arrest you to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I knew I didn't know what I was talking about before I captured you. And he smirks at me and he goes, Muhammad Ibrahim doesn't call these attacks. He goes, there's only one man that orders these attacks, and that's Saddam Hussein. So obviously I was shocked. I'm like, wow, I was just trying to take out the insurgency. You got to be kidding me. He says, yeah, I'm Muhammad Ibrahim's driver. I carry hundreds of thousands of dollars with me everywhere. Muhammad Ibrahim takes orders from President, which is Saddam. They run attacks all through the country. Muhammad Ibrahim's not controlling the insurgency in Tikrit. He's controlling over the whole country. So I go to Bam Bam, the team leader, and I said, okay, I know this is going to sound crazy, but Muhammad Ibrahim's taking orders from Saddam. He can get us to Saddam. Bam Bam says, I just need Muhammad Ibrahim because we're in trouble with the governor of Tikrit right now. Where do we go? His driver gave us 5 or 6 targets where we could possibly find Muhammad Ibrahim. December 4th, I don't want to give it away, but Saddam was captured December 13th. 2003. December 4th, we start hitting target after target after target. Cannot find Muhammad Ibrahim. And I'm darn near running out of targets. Hit one particular house, the head of the insurgency for an area called Samara. Didn't find Muhammad Ibrahim. We found a safe. We opened it up, and there was $1.9 million in that safe. So we knew we're tracking. And the man I interrogated says, yeah, Muhammad Ibrahim comes to my house. He forces my brother to conduct these attacks. Muhammad Ibrahim opened up a rental house. He lives in a rental house in Samara. Immediately, the team turns and burns to the rental house. I think this is our chance. We hit the house. We did not find Muhammad Ibrahim, but we found his 18-year-old son. Brought him back. I began interrogating him. And I'm out of targets now. We've hit every single place I could possibly find Muhammad Ibrahim. I talked to this kid, and he says, oh, my dad hates me. He doesn't ever talk to me. It's a good pull. You know, I don't know anything about my dad because he doesn't know me. So what are you doing? What are you doing in Samara? Because my dad came here to hide from you guys. Why Samara? It's like, I don't know. My dad used to fish down here. I didn't think anything of it. Where does he fish? He goes, I don't know, but he just built this fish pond. Where? It's next to the river. Why would you build a fish pond next to the river? So I have no idea. So I go back to the house, and I can't find any more targets. And Bam Bam's awake. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. Usually everyone's asleep. And I looked at Bam Bam, and I was talking to him. I'm like, what are you doing awake? He's like, oh, man, I'm exhausted. I'm like, what are you doing awake? He goes, I'm waiting for the mess hall to open. They have crepes on Sunday. And one of the interrogations I did back in September is I interrogated Saddam's servant, cooked and served him food. With all these myths that Saddam lived at a different location every day, and there were body doubles and all these craziness. I asked his servant, like, is that all true? He goes, it's ridiculous. He goes, he's a man of routine. He goes, all he ate was this mazgoof, this type of fish. And he goes, but occasionally he would go out to western Iraq and pick these wild mushrooms. I told Bam Bam, I said, yeah, those wild mushrooms, those are your crepes. And I said, those ham sandwiches you eat all the time, that's your mazgoof. Bam Bam had ham sent in from the States, special, because he eats ham sandwiches all the time. And Bam Bam, he looks at me and he goes, you know, if I ever stopped getting that ham, I'd make you build me a pigsty out back. And I thought, I'm like, oh my gosh, the pond, that's Saddam's pigsty. That's where they're going to be hiding.